Okay, this was a quick ride. We only got about 30 minutes, so we're gonna make it quick. We got the new bars, actually direct mount stem, on-off switch, just a kickstand. The first ride since we have all that crap on there, so basically just trying to see what's not gonna work, what's gonna work. We only got about 30 minutes to do it, so good times. 11 o'clock. New throttle. The best plans are the ones you make last minute. All right, good enough, I guess. All right, so we got the new direct mount here. Actually kind of brings the bars back a little bit. I wasn't expecting it to be that much, but I actually have another set of bars coming that's going to give me a little pad, an extra spot, so we're going to try those out next. I'm just going to merge the traffic here real quick. Pass these guys because they're going well. The throttle feels nice and responsive. It's real light. It definitely feels better than the last one. Although I do want to get a little bit further back on the seat here. Okay, I want my bars to go up a little bit and forward a little bit. My brakes are still breaking in. They're so squeaky. I got the cheapest pads I could find that fit this, because you know that's how I roll. Fastest, cheapest bike. I'm just trying to get to the start of the trail. I want to go down the trail as quick as I can. Now this trail goes right behind Goddard and is the Colby Trail. And the problem when you got, I only got 30 minutes to ride really. I got an hour to get there and back, so I gotta make this happen fast. I don't like to rush, but also I don't like to keep my family waiting either. Up here. So far everything feels good. The bike's 88 degrees. It was 68, so it's warmed up about 20 degrees since we started riding. We were hitting about 51 miles per hour, which isn't bad. This is on a fresh charge. We're just gonna go on up the dreaded Colby Trail. And I say dreaded because it's the one where I burned up a controller on before. Because it's just a climb. It's a climb with jumps. and it's a good test. You could just pull out in front of traffic. All right. Good morning. Big rocks that came down from the storm. The ground is fairly solid. Morning. I love these little jumps. I think they're pipes or something, I don't know. Maybe they just built these in here as a kind of redirects for the stream so that the water doesn't run right down the mountain, which is kind of smart, although there are pipes in sections. Some big rocks, rock-sized rocks. A rock the size of a small rock, if you're wondering. The trail climbs pretty fast. I'm doing about 25 up it. I really don't want to go crazy fast because honestly I could go faster, but I don't want to run into people. I also shouldn't be on the outside edge so much. There's definitely some rocks that slid down from storms. Some branches. Excuse me. We're halfway there. So far, it's not a toolbox. It's pretty quiet. I might have finally got my controller demons out of the way. That's the magic of the stealth bomber, though. You don't hear the motor, you don't hear the chain, so you just hear everything else is flopping around. Excuse me. Excuse me. Now we are up and out. I don't know if there's any cars up here today. Sometimes on the weekends they close this section. Sometimes it's open. That part's too steep to get up. I've already tried it. But I heard just a little bit up further is an addition to the Colby Trail. But this is basically prep for the big ride that's coming up. 2 weeks? 1 week? I got it on my calendar. It's another Pacific Riders event, and they seem to be going up here a lot. So this is the next ride is going to be up GMR. Trail? Oh, try not to die looking back to see if it's a trail or not. I should have put this on the map first. I think it's the next bend. That's it. I don't know. Excuse me. Actually, feels really stable. I think if you're a street bike style street bike stealth bomber guy, this would probably be a good setup for you, because it feels close and more connected to the road and more stable. I like, you know, obviously I appreciate the stock head that's on these bikes, but it just feels too bicycle, you know. And real simple answer is your bars are not going to be pointing the wrong way. If you fall down with normal head, then immediately your bars move. But this also might mean that you'll bend your bars sooner too. So it's a trade-off, as all things are. Good view. Oh, there's something over there. Should we go up there? Can we get up this? Oh, is it possible? It's pretty crazy. Let's see. Power cable. It's almost straight up, so I don't know if I can weasel my bike over this little hill. Oh yeah, we did it. All right, there's a view. Nice and quiet. All right. Does the kickstand work? Yes, but kickstands facing downhill are a dumb idea. All right. So far, it does work. It does need to come back a little bit more. I think what I need to do is put this in a vise and give it a tug this way. It needs to come out about 4 inches higher. And I need to put the proper bracket on the back of it. So it's 131 degrees right now of just climbing, but not bad. So far so good. Everything feels pretty locked down and solid. Nothing unusual going on here. Nothing to note here. The only thing I have right now is I got a little gremlin that's with the electronics, with the horn and the light. If you can see this or not, but he's a blinky light now, and he's not a honky horn. He is just a nobody horn. It's maybe it's a flasher. Somehow the flasher for the hazards and the turn signals isn't working. And you could almost go down this, but you wouldn't be able to get back up it. Let's see what we're doing for time. 11:18, not too bad. Maybe we'll wind down proper and then hit a little bit of trails. Just hate being stuck on time. What's in my shoe? Pointy Rock, okay. Get Pointy Rock from. These Wolverine boots are really comfortable, but they have a flaw, and that is as they get a little older, they kind of bell out at the top. All right, this is almost straight up and down. Let's just see. Do this without dying. Yeah. Now there is Upper Colby around here somewhere, but I haven't seen an on-ramp for it basically, and everything's a little mushy and muddy up here, and I don't want to really trailblaze too much. But definitely no cars up here, so I'm pretty sure it's closed at the bottom. Try private road, private driver, private race course, private dancer, dancer for hire. That's right, I am available. If you have product for me, if you have a product for me, I will test it out for you. As long as it's kind of in the same realm of what I'm doing, although I've made things fit. Good GPS. That's a snake. You do gotta watch out for snakes on a cold day like today, because they'll be out here sometimes on these rocks, just bathing it up. I just realized I got in such a hurry, I did not bring all my tools. I left my toolbox, aka my backpack, at home, which was pretty dumb, figuring none of the stuff has actually been bolted up together. I guess I just trust my own judgment on tightening things. So far so good though. Okay, before we get too much higher, we are going to turn this around. What am I doing? I'm turning around. You're fine. A little bit of rocks and dirt came down. Nothing too crazy. Nothing that should stop a vehicle, but something to watch out for. amazing how fast you get up here. It takes a long time to get back down though. 3 laps. It's just reclaiming like 200 watts, just floating down this hill. I swear it gave me more accurate numbers before. Now it's just stuck on one setting. Away we go. Take the middle. So if you're on a bicycle, this is a casual ride at 25, but on an e-bike you can hit 35. You just gotta carve a little bit. I didn't really want to pressure that guy. I was just casually riding behind him. I want him to have a good time too, you know. But he pulled out of the way, so I'll pass, which I appreciate. But I was trying to match his speed, and I was just going slow. Because I'm not trying to be a jerk. Alright. As you can see, the gate's closed. That's a bit of a pickle. Ooh. So there's that way, and then there's the spicy way over here. So let's take the spicy way. I don't want to tear up the ground, so I'm just going to give it a little push. I'm sure everyone will appreciate that. Alright. So many people up here. Good holiday weekend. What are we looking at for time? 11:30. Okay, we got to head back home. that was the amount of time that we had available to us, so that's what we're going to use. I can get back home in less than 30 minutes. It's all downhill from here. About 56 is what you can get out of this thing. Good baby. Good baby. With the current tune, 56 miles per hour is the top that it'll go, even downhill. It's interesting when something will limit your downhill speed. But it is what it is. I gotta merge a little bit just because there's cars over here. Even though this is technically a back lane, it's also a parking lot. Oh, so you guys want to go? Yeah, we'll get it right away. There we go. You never want to hold any emergency vehicle. And I mean, don't get me wrong, firefighters over cops any day, but if you can, just avoid it. Because you don't know where they're heading. They might be on their way to put out a fire at your house from your other e-bikes. So don't block them. What am I up to? I think I got technically 2 e-motos and 2 e-bikes, depending on how you measure things. And by e-bike, I mean e-bicycle. This guy, yeah, it's got pedals. So 3 bicycles? I don't know. I'm a little gray on the whole good bad. They're doing his laundry. It definitely has pull. The throttle feels really nice. I think this is definitely a deluxe version of the one that I had before. It's very light, almost a little too light, if you know what I mean. I've yet to have a throttle on an e-bike that feels like a proper dirt bike. They all feel like the spring is too light, like it's just not enough resistance for how much horsepower you're putting out. I'm still beating in these brakes, so they still squeak it, hard braking. I'm trying not to. I'm just trying to like be light on them and but sometimes you just have to stop suddenly. You definitely do grip really well and stop suddenly. This bike has no trouble sticking up with traffic. I'm doing 52 uphill. Temperature's still low. I'm still only 126, which is my controller standards. Really cool. Really cool controller. Real cool. In fact, I might squeeze a little bit more juice out of this one and still be low enough that I'm not cooking anything. Yeah, the only thing that I'm really not liking right now is the kickstand. All right, we're back in the garage. Just that kickstand needs a little bit more fixing. Don't. I think he sits too high. 72%. I think we went 12 miles. This is a nice, good round trip. Little on the throttle. Oh, no, I think it's 73%. That's good. Switch is fine. Tires are good. Phase wires, everything feel cool. They're a little warm, but they should be. And we're at 130 watts, which I can't even feel through the cage. So we're good to go. I think we'll be good for the next big ride. I just wish I could, wish I had a vise and I could just give it a little kisses on that kickstand. But overall, the switch is working good. And I found I don't know. I lined it all up. Everything looks good. So I'll open it up and make sure everything's good on the inside. But otherwise, I think that's it. And I'll see you guys on the next one.